Countless times in my practice as I was conducting a consultation with a new patient, I would begin with, "How can I help you?" Or, "What seems to be your concern?" A common response was, I just want to be healthy." I would then usually ask a follow-up question of, "What specifically do you mean?" After they mentioned an assortment of aches and pains, they would bring up answers like, "I just don't have any energy anymore," or "My cholesterol and blood pressure are through the roof," or "I have shortness of breath and just can't seem to lose this darn weight." "I just want to be healthy" usually meant they wanted the thing that was bugging them most just to go away. However, health is really far more than merely an absence of symptoms or discomfort. Think about it. A corpse has no symptoms, and I wager not much discomfort either, but no one would call that healthy. Some recent research found that the average cancer patient had the malignancy growing in them for 7 years before the troubling symptoms were manifest. Were they healthy right up until they noticed that first outward evidence? In reality, the symptoms or pain, more often than not, are the last sign to appear in the advancing disease process. Health is a state of wellness from the cellular level clear up to the whole body level. It is a dynamic state wherein the body systems have the resilience and resistance to deal effectively with internal and external stressors, from microorganisms to environmental pollution to physical exertion. Real health is a holistic concept, meaning it takes into account the whole person, not viewing them just as a collection of body parts. Our healthcare delivery system has become extremely specialized, and there are some real benefits to that. However, when a patient visits a cardiologist, they are viewed basically as just a heart with some supporting vascular system. An ENT physician sees you as 2 ears, a nose, and a throat. An orthopedic surgeon only sees bones and joints, and I hate to say what a proctologist sees you as. The term homeostasis indicates that all bodily systems are in equilibrium and functioning optimally. It is a state of well-being that is not static, but one of constant adaptability, including a balance between the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual dimensions of your life. I believe that the power that made the body heals the body and has endowed us with inherent recuperative capabilities. This design is evidenced by the way the body heals itself from the inside out, with the help of, but quite frankly, often in spite of, what we do from the outside. As an example of this principle, take a choice filet mignon steak, cut a deep incision down the middle, get the most skilled surgeon to suture that cut back up, apply the strongest antibiotics, inject steroids, perform CPR, do everything medically possible. And I know we'll all agree that no healing will occur. Why? Because there's no life force, no wellness, no health for the tissue to heal itself from the inside out. If the sutures or antibiotics were what actually healed the tissue, then the outcome would be quite different. An extreme and imperfect example, you bet, but I think we get the point. If the body is well, then it can adapt and heal itself even if it does need some outside assistance. Remember my patient's answer, "I just want to be healthy"? You may be asking yourself, well, how do I get myself into this desired state of homeostasis or wellness? Several recent studies of societies where people lived active lives past 100 years of age found their amazing longevity is related to a healthy family life, not smoking, eating a plant-based diet, frequent consumption of legumes and nuts, and engaging in regular physical activity. Nowhere in the report did it mention anything about taking expensive pills and potions. You want to be healthy? Let Sunwarrior plant-based superfoods be an integral part of your quest.